Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again on Curiosity Ride with Imran Munir. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 idioms that native speakers often use and that are fairly common in both written and spoken English. Idioms are vital to our understanding and fluency in language. Even if you don't use them yourself, you'd encounter them while watching movies or your favorite shows and many other situations like that. Before I start with the idioms, it's important to remember that idioms don't always make sense when taken literally. They often convey a figurative meaning that is understood culturally or contextually. Every culture and language has its own flavor and range of idioms. Therefore, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the meaning and usage of each English idiom. Don't worry, it's not that hard. In fact, learning idioms is quite a lot of fun, especially when done the right way. So let's get started. I'd like to begin with one of my favorite idioms, break a leg. This expression is used as a way of wishing someone good luck, especially before a performance or a big event. Puzzling, isn't it? Sounds more like wishing someone bad luck. Break a leg. This phrase originated in the theatre but is now commonly used outside the theatre world too. One way to explain this idiom is that historically, actors have been a superstitious bunch in general, believing in things such as it's bad luck to whistle in a theatre, or that you should never say the final line of a play at the dress rehearsal. Actors use the expression break a leg a lot to try and keep off the forces of evil by wishing their fellow performers the opposite of good luck. Another theory involves the famous French actress Sarah Bernhardt. She had one of her legs amputated, but this did not stop her performing. So in the acting profession, it is considered good luck to mention her in the hope of emulating her great acting skills. Our next idiom is once in a blue moon. We don't normally associate the color blue with the moon, do we? This idiom comes from the 16th century expression, the moon is blue, meaning something that was impossible. However, in the late 19th century, following a volcanic eruption in Indonesia, people around the world reported seeing a moon that appeared blue. This gave a new meaning to the term blue moon. It came to mean something rare rather than impossible. So the idiom means happening rarely, not frequent, not very often. An example sentence would be, sadly, I only see my best friend once in a blue moon. Next, we have to cost an arm and a leg. If something costs an arm and a leg, it is very expensive. This is a very good example of why idioms can't be taken literally. I mean, you don't actually sacrifice your arm or a leg to buy something, no matter how expensive. It's a way of saying that the cost of something is very high. For example, the repair work for the house cost James an arm and a leg. Our next idiom is break the ice. This is another interesting idiom, meaning to start a conversation, especially in a tense or awkward situation. By breaking the ice, you help ease the tension and make people feel more comfortable. Example, before the meeting started, the manager told a joke to break the ice and make everyone comfortable. Apparently, the origin of this phrase does involve ice in the literal sense. In the olden times, the trading ships would often get stuck in the winter ice. To break the ice, smaller ships, also known as icebreakers, would be sent out to clear the way. This helped the larger ships to move more freely. Similarly, breaking the ice in a social situation helps conversations to move more freely. Our last idiom for today is a penny for your thoughts. In simple terms, it means tell me what you are thinking. We normally say it to someone who looks pensive or lost in thought. It is also a gentle way to point out to someone that they are preoccupied. This expression first appeared in the early 16th century in the works of a British writer, Sir Thomas More. The implication is that you are willing to pay money to find out what someone is actually thinking. You might think a penny is such a small amount of money, and it's probably insulting to offer a penny in return for someone's precious thoughts. You'd be surprised to know that a penny was a silver coin back then and was worth rather a lot at the time this phrase appeared in writing around the year 1535. The idiom has stayed the same since then, only the value of money has gone down massively. So it's inflation to blame, not the penny. And that's all for this video. I hope you learned something and enjoyed it. There are many more idioms and other language skills we'll be covering in future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Bye-bye.